Hey everyone, it's Joy Packard. I was just waiting a little bit to let some of you come on. How's everybody doing today? So exciting to see some of you up. It's only 8:45 a.m. here in Mazatlan, and I just wanted to come on and say a quick hello before we started our day. I'm trying to do a video a day while I'm here so that I can share with you some of the things that are on my mind. And anyway, I hope you guys are doing well with whatever you're doing, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, as you know, I love talking about doing what you love and doing it often. And I think that maybe it's because I'm here in Mazatlan and I'm doing that, and so I wanted to basically kind of talk about that a little bit and how important that is in your life, you know, to basically take the time out for yourself, because we work so hard every day, right? Whether we're a mom or whether we are, you know, working 12 hours a day or whatever we're doing. And I think that is so important to take that time, and that's what I'm doing this week. And it's so awesome because I'm able to kind of like, you know, really sit and reflect and see, you know, the things that are so important. And I love being able to sit out here. One of the things that I really love doing is I love sitting here by the window by the beach, but I also love being able to wake up to the beach, right? And if that's something that's important to you, that's important. It's so important to me. And so I put it high on my priority list to do that. Hey, Georgie. And so I think that, you know, whatever it is that you love to do, you should put it on your list and you should do it. And you should do it often. Whether it's you like to get a massage, you like to, you know, go to the beach, you like to travel, you like to be on the blue beaches of the world. As you can see, is what I'm listing are the things that I love. And so I used to not do that. I used to, you know, well, of course, I've been a young mom for a while, and now that my kids are older, you know, I'm blessed to be able to do that more. But as they were younger, I felt like I ran myself ragged, right? You know, we're taking care of everybody else, and then we get taken care of last. And so I've learned over the years to put myself first as far as that goes, because, you know, if we have our health and if we do things that we love, then we're just happier, you know, and we feel like the other things that are going to come our way will be a lot easier to tackle, you know, if we put those things first. And so every week I usually take at least minimum one day off from doing the everyday routine. You know, if I'm working in Amazon business, then I don't do that for that day. Or if I'm, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. I know we can't stop being a mom, and that's hard for those of us who are mothers because we have our kids, right? But we can take the time to say, today, for just even 1 hour or 30 minutes, you know, I know like when my kids were younger, even 5 or 10 minutes was such a big deal to take that time, you know, to do what we wanted to do, right? And what it is that we want to do, and that's what we can figure out. And that's why it's so important to take the time to write it out so that you can see it, so that, you know, it has meaning. And you can, you know how we make our to-do lists and we put down there all the things that we have to do? Well, I know that this sounds crazy, but it's almost like I have to write down that today I am taking today for me. And so if you're not doing that, I encourage you to do that, because I think it's just so important. I think it's just so important to I just can't tell you, I'm sitting out here watching these waves and it just makes me so happy. And it's something that's so important to me. I know it's such a weird thing. My kids laugh at me. They go, how can you sit at the beach and just, you know, do nothing and stare and just stare like that? But I think it's because, you know, we run every day. We wake up sometimes rushed throughout the day, you know, and we go throughout our day, and before you know it, it's time for the nighttime already. And we wake up the next day and we start all over again. And so the other thing that I've been trying to teach my kids and myself, because, you know, I mean, here I am almost 48 years old, right? I'm telling my age on Facebook. But I never really meditated until the last year or two of my life. And for those of you who don't meditate, it's so awesome, you know. And if you just start with like 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, and then work your way up to 20 minutes each time, it will do wonders. And you know, it's not, you know, some people think when you meditate you just sit there and it's so hard, but it's also meditating. It's also like, you know, you can do like guided meditations like at the beginning of the day, that, you know, positive energy, positive thoughts, you know, something that helps you to strive to do well that day or whatever. And then at nighttime you can meditate and have a lot better sleep. And I've noticed for myself, that's happened for me. If you make that a priority, making yourself a priority, what is it in my life that I have to take care of? If it's my health, you know, about 5 or 6 years ago, my health was, I mean, it's still not perfect today, but it's a lot better than it used to be. And so I started searching, you know, for like, you know, what are some of the things that I need to do for my health, you know? So I started drinking green juice. I, you know, started looking at, you know, maybe getting some testing done to see why I was so tired all the time or whatever. And I know that we're tired a lot all the time anyway, because of just everyday life, right? But it's those little short segments of 5 or 10 minutes a day even. Like I call it chunking. I talk about that in business, and where you're taking like little sections of, you know, maybe for your goals, and doing it in little sections, right? And now it's like you can use that also in taking time for yourself, because it's sometimes hard to take like an hour of time for yourself, right? Or even 30 minutes. So you can start with like for 5 minutes if you're a young mom or something. Even I guess I relate to the young moms because, you know, I had my 8 kids, and it's just, I think about the last several years of raising them and how hard it is to find time for yourself, right? And so if we force ourselves to, you know, to do that for ourselves, it's so awesome. And you're just a better person. You feel better during the day. You're more productive. You're happier, and you look forward to that session of time that you are putting for yourself away. You know, like if your time for yourself can only be 5 minutes for that day, okay, it's 5 minutes for that day, and you can look forward to that. And if you're scheduling it in, and you say, you know, okay, like at 1 o'clock, I'm going to get my massage today, or whatever it is that you like to do for yourself, and you schedule it in. And you maybe even, some of you have to, and I have to sometimes too, is put a reminder in our phones, right? Put a reminder to basically remind us to take a break for ourselves. And so, that's my husband. Anyway, I think we're about to have to go down, and we have a little breakfast meeting. Honey, is it time? Huh?
Yeah.
You want to come and say hello before I leave my video? He's going to come out and say hi to you. Anyway, so I hope that helps you in some way. That's why I have my little mug, my quote mug, beside my dresser every day, where it says, you know, do what you love and do it often, so that it can force me and remind me to do the things that we have to do. So,
I heard do the things you have to do.
no.
Is that what I heard?
Do what you love and do it often.
Yeah, do what you love, do it often, and do the things you have to do. Just get those done first. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye. We see you guys.